Hey, I'm Richie Mizrahi, and I am a CrossFit coach. CrossFit is the combination of powerlifting, gymnastics, weightlifting, and cardio, as well as endurance, all in one. Started CrossFit about 4 years ago. Actually, my dad got into it from a coworker. He ended up doing some powerlifting stuff though, and got really into squatting, deadlifting, all that. I loved CrossFit. I loved the group classes, the competition involved. So for the past 3.5, 4 years, I've been doing that. Just recently, I started to coach. I got my CrossFit level 1 in March. And been coaching Sunday classes ever since, and it's been a lot of fun. The classes range anywhere from 4 people like we had today to 15, 18 people. I mean, we actually had both exactly that today. What I like to do is be able to touch each person at least once with some cue, some feedback, so they feel like, hey, I was here, I improved myself today, and leave feeling better than they came. One of the things that got me into CrossFit as much, I saw the constant improvement, saw myself lifting more weights, getting faster times. I mean, a side effect was my body was looking better, I was feeling better. So when I could get somebody else to feel that same way and really feel self-improvement, accomplishment, and look better doing it, you know, that's a great day for me. So a couple weeks ago, I was playing basketball, got hit by my teammate right above my collarbone. I couldn't really breathe out of my right side, but I was able to breathe well enough, and I didn't feel like it was that big a deal. I was told by a doctor in synagogue that it could have been a collapsed lung, so I knew that, but he said it could heal on its own. As a result, I continued to work out thinking, you know, I still had 90% of my right lung fine, that's cool. Worked out Friday, Saturday, came here Sunday morning, coached 2 classes, couldn't really scream very loud. My throat started to hurt me really bad, and I noticed like I was getting a cold. I went to the urgent care doctor because my doctor wasn't there on Sunday afternoon. You know, they gave me a strep culture, said you're negative. Oh, by the way, doc, my breathing hasn't been great. He puts the stethoscope on, feels around, does a couple taps. He gets all dramatic and goes, oh my God, you might have a collapsed lung, you might have pneumothorax, we gotta get you x-rayed right away. I had 30% functionality in my right lung, and he said I had to go to the hospital right away. They injected me with a chest tube, inflated my lung, had to stay there overnight, so got out Monday afternoon. You know, got out and was feeling pretty good at that point, just a little soreness where they put the chest tube, and I was able to breathe pretty well. They told me to take it easy, which is tough for me. Thankfully, I haven't had any, you know, setbacks since then, but I've noticed my conditioning has gone down a little bit. I got a little chubbier. You know, this is more so stress on the body, that just my body going through having a chest tube inserted, all the drugs I was on. So that wasn't really too big of a deal. It was tough to stay away from the gym, but I knew if I stayed away for 10 plus days, 2 weeks, I would be back to normal after a while. So we actually had a competition, Grace, which we do every year for breast cancer awareness. We got a bunch of the signs still up, FU cancer. That was kind of the first time I went 100%. That was 2 weeks after on a Sunday. So the biggest setback there was mentally having to take off 10 plus days and just the shittiness of being in a hospital. You know, when I first heard 2 weeks in the hospital from that urgent care doctor, that kind of sucked, because 2 weeks in the hospital, then how much longer after that? A month off of just working out or even just physical activity would have sucked big time. It's part of my nature to just be physically active, so I don't see that ever stopping or coming to a halt.